hey, your heads up to this 5-minute quickie. It's about the act of gratitude, but not the old act. It's something different. I wanted to change the way I did it and thought about gratitude. And it just spices things up a little bit. Anyway, I think so. Have a little listen. I think you'll enjoy it. Hey, welcome to the Personal Development Unplugged podcast with me, Paul Clough. And this is an FMQ, a 5-minute quickie podcast, which never lasts 5 minutes. It always goes a little bit longer. But it's a chance for you and I just to muse, to think of a subject, to talk about it for a few minutes, and then spend time thinking, seeing how it would change our life if we maybe developed it a little deeper. And maybe sometimes these 5-minute quickies will go into a longer podcast where we can dive deeper and produce processes, hypnosis processes, NLP processes. Don't worry about the names. They're just processes for making our life and your life absolutely better. Getting rid of anxiety, fear, all those other hang-ups and issues that we have, and have the life we deserve and make dreams come into reality quicker, bigger, better than you could ever dream of. But they're the longer podcasts, and this is a 5-minute quickie where we break down the complicated into simple, because in simplicity there's genius, and that's what we do here. So if you want to just think for a little while, see what happens, see what resonates inside you, and when it does, you go change the world.
This is Personal Development Unplugged with Paul Clough.
In simplicity, there is genius.
In simplicity, there is genius.
Hey, how you doing? The 5-minute quickie. 5-minute quickie podcast where we're just going to talk about something. And it was something that got me, because the act of gratitude, we talk about the act of gratitude, well, a lot of people do all the time. And for me, I get a little bit bored with it. I know it's something we should always do. I know that. But I think we need to be a little bit more inventive. And I was reminded about something about doing the act of gratitude slightly different. Remind me way back into a training that we did. But also, I was like serendipity. I got a book I was searching for stuff and it just came up. And it was about the history of NLP, written by the people who created NLP, and they're like their students. They all contributed, which is an awesome book. But it reminded me of things that started. Then there was a video of seeing NLP in its basic form. Now, NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Program, don't worry what it is. It's just a set of skills that I use now. But the thing is, I became very grateful about that. And I thought to myself, well, I can do the act of gratitude in a different way. I can begin to think, well, what am I really grateful for, either right now, or I can begin to think, well, things like, what have I learned? And where did that come from? Where did that come from? So the skills I've got in NLP and hypnosis, where does it come from? Well, I could go back to my teachers, my trainers. But where did they learn it from? And who created those processes? And where did those processes come in their head? And then to share them, and to share them again and share them again. So the ripples of learning just they just grew bigger and bigger until it hit me. And I can think, now I can be really grateful that, I'm grateful for my kids, my family, everything like that. But I just wanted a wider sphere. Even if you haven't got something like that, you could just look out and go, well, where did that come from? Who was there? Maybe there's a carpet on the floor, or a designer, a chair, or even a light. And you can go, well, who designed that? Who made it? How did it get here? Had to be made, transported somewhere, sold, delivered, brought back, fitted. There's so many different people. so many different people involved with the process that we can be grateful for, because it didn't happen just like that. Sometimes we think, oh, I've got all these lovely cameras around. Where did they come from? How did it all come together? And I can say, well, I'm so happy that I've got them, but also grateful. But these skills, going back to the skills, I can really get in touch because those skills have helped me work with people and help change lives. Now, I didn't do the change of life. I was just a conduit, a guide, as it were. But to have them from somewhere and then have them stay with me and be grateful for my memory or my intuition when I work. There's so many different things. And it's just thinking about going to the beginning. Can we follow a path back and be grateful for everything along the way? And to me, that gives me a real sense of richness of a pathway. Pathway that started somewhere, someone's head, all the way to me. And what a lot of coincidences had to happen for me to join that teaching, as it were, and then take it, understand it, get enthused by it. That to me is, that is feeling grateful. So if you're stuck like I was, with my little gratitude book, writing the 5 things down every morning or every night, what I'm grateful. I mean, I even just sit when I go to bed now, when I go to sleep and close my eyes, I just think of one thing that I did well. Be grateful for that. Where did it come from? What do I feel about it? I wonder what the effects are. And that just makes me feel good. In a warm sense, I don't know what it is. It's the word good is just so bland, isn't it? But it's hard to explain how settled or comforting that is. It's just been, yeah, I'm a lucky person. There you go. That's just something to think about if you get stuck with the attitude of gratitude, and just if you need something else to think about. Because as you walk along and see people, the things, the designs, look above, look anywhere, you'll see things that you haven't seen before. And then you can go, wow, where did that come from? This is my world. There, I hope you enjoyed that. Please do have a muse about it. Send me your feedback if it sparked your interest, or how you change your act of gratitude. I'd love to hear feedback at personaldevelopmentunplugged.com. Love to hear your ways or what you're grateful for, so we can share it together. Because when we share, we learn. And when we learn, we share. There we go. Enjoy. Enjoy every heartbeat. Keep being grateful for who you really are. And I'll see you next time. It's time to fly. Bye-bye now.
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.